This is an extraordinary place to visit as a citizen and as President of the United States, because along this river, men have played a significant role which has changed the entire history of the world.
The Columbia River has played a vital role in the history of mankind. As the last free-flowing stretch of the Columbia, no place on Earth exemplifies this more than the Hanford Reach National Monument.
You know, my grandfather actually came here with his family in the early 1900s. So I knew this area well, and it just seemed to me what a unique opportunity as the United States Senator to preserve something I remembered from my own childhood.
The Hanford Reach Interpretive Center will be the gateway to this national treasure. The exhibits and programs held there will interpret the rich natural history of the Hanford Reach and tell the stories of the community that has grown here.
There is an abundance of history, an abundance of natural history here that just begs to be told.
The Reach will be a major catalyst for cultural growth in the Tri-Cities, but it will also be a landmark piece of architecture.
The design is centered around the natural world that's here and it still exists, and it's around the animal world. They use the Columbia River as the corridor, and it's around the spirit of this place, you know, the energy, the spirit of it. And it's about our human world of passing on knowledge.
As visitors enter the Great Hall, picturesque views of the Tri-Cities and the Columbia River greet them through the towering 40-foot-tall windows. During their exploration of the Reach, visitors will interact with our region's diverse history. They'll learn about the indigenous life of the Columbia Basin and the environment they live in. They'll gain a deeper appreciation for the Native Americans who first settled this land and the perseverance of the explorers and settlers who followed. And they'll get a glimpse into the internationally renowned science and technology of the Hanford area and the history of the local community that is bringing it to the world.
Well, the Changing Exhibit Gallery is great because it's going to bring new displays in, whether displays of art or displays of artifacts. And so it will be great for bringing the local populace back to see new things.
Throughout this experience, visitors will be reminded of the ancient feature that has made all of these things possible, the mighty Columbia River, which carved out the landscape and brought food, water, and a whole way of life to the region, and indeed, the country.
As a young man, my grandfather took me to my first museum experience. I can remember the shrunken head from Borneo and the ostrich egg. That's 55 years ago. I have become a regular museum attender as a result of that experience.
Hands-on experiences, you can't go anywhere around here to find what it's going to find. And being about our area and also bringing in other cultures, I think the Reach is just going to add a vast amount of knowledge to our area.
The Reach is underlain by the world's largest documented basalt flows. Its landscape has been formed by the world's largest documented floods. These are the world's largest. These aren't, Washington's biggest. These aren't the United States' biggest. These are the world's biggest anywhere in the world.
What's interesting is when I recently toured the nuclear reactor, I came away from that thinking, my children probably don't know this. They're not taught this in school, and was just thinking, we need to get this information to our kids that live here and grow up here to learn about their history.
But the first thing I think of personally is it's just such a great family experience for young families bringing their children in and people like myself to bring my grandchild in, to be able to share an educational experience. That's a lot of fun.
Where my passion for the Reach project lies is primarily in education, because I see this being a resource that can help educate not just students, but also residents and visitors about this rich and varied history that exists here in the Hanford area.
As someone who has to hire in a high-tech market, innovative people want cultural stimulation. And so it's really crucial to have things here that make the place buzz.
Usually we don't have a lot of things that we can really draw friends and family to the area, but this is something I'll be excited to bring to show my family and friends who are coming into this area to visit me. So I'm really excited about it.
The benefits to the community aren't limited to education and recreation, though.
So the benefits to our community are several. One is the economic impact of the construction, but then of the employment, of the possible, I think, or probable tourist dollars that will attract people to come here.
One of the things that's most difficult in marketing the Tri-Cities is lack of identity. And to have that world-class facility that's a destination will raise the awareness of where the Tri-Cities is and where our history is.
It's going to be great. Yes, I do believe it's going to enhance our ability to be able to bring group business into the Tri-Cities region.
You know, I often say economic development is everybody's business, and in this case, I think the Reach is everybody's business.
As an educational leader in our community, I believe the Reach is for our schools.
The Reach is for me. It's food for the mind.
So the Reach clearly is for me, the Reach is for Battelle, and the Reach is for all of us.
The Reach is for our region.
The Reach is for me, and it will foster a better understanding of our community.
The Reach is for tourism.
The Reach is for family.
The Reach is for me. This is my Reach. This is your Reach. The Reach is for all of us.
The Hanford Reach Interpretive Center is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for our community, and you can help make it a reality. Visit our website, call for more information, pick up a brochure. The more you learn about the Reach, the more you'll want to be a part of this vision for the future of the Columbia Basin. Your tax-deductible contribution will ensure that future is bright.